You sit down at your desk, open a heavy textbook, and decide to check your phone for just 2 minutes. 3 hours later, you're still scrolling. This behavior is a functioning biological response to your environment. Your brain evaluates the worth of every task using one specific metric: dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that drives your motivation and regulates how you perceive effort. As long as your nervous system scores tasks by their dopamine output, relying on willpower to study will fail against the chemical pull of social media. This chart shows why studying feels painful. A digital feed creates a towering dopamine spike. A textbook produces a flat bump. Evolution wired us to seek maximum reward for minimal effort, automatically routing focus toward the easiest chemical payout. Dopamine functions as the chemical of anticipation and reward prediction. We can manipulate that anticipation system using a protocol called dopamine loading. By hacking your reward prediction, you can train your brain to seek stimulation from productive work instead of infinite scrolls. Phase 1 is deprivation. The moment you wake up, you must shove your smartphone away. Do not look at a screen. Before you start your study block, complete a 30-minute period of zero stimulation. Sit in total silence, take a slow walk, or just stare out a window. This graph illustrates the objective of boredom. Denying yourself easy inputs drags your high dopamine baseline down into a steep deficit, creating an empty void. You are inducing chemical starvation. Desperate for any data, even a dry textbook looks appealing. You must empty your brain of cheap thrills before you can feed it deep focus. Next is phase 2, priming. Right before you open your notes, spend 2 minutes with your eyes closed, visualizing a successful study session. Picture yourself understanding the concepts and solving the problems. This active visualization triggers a reward prediction error. You trick your system into releasing dopamine before the actual work even begins. Now you enter phase 3, amplification. You will execute a 25-minute block of intense focus, followed immediately by a strict 5-minute break. That break must remain low dopamine. Stretch, practice deep breathing, or drink water, but maintain absolutely zero screen time. At the end of every block, manually inject a dopamine reward. Physically celebrate the accomplishment. Pump your fist or say yes out loud. Running this continuous loop of friction followed by a manual reward trains your neurology to associate the act of studying with the rush of winning a game. The first 3 days of this protocol will be highly uncomfortable. Your brain will actively rebel against the sudden lack of stimulation, aggressively demanding the return of its easy digital dopamine. Surviving this specific window without giving in to a social media binge is the only way this method works. The intense agitation is the biological friction of shifting focus away from high-stimulus habits. After 72 hours of deprivation, your internal chemistry adjusts. On day 4, your dopamine baseline resets to its natural lower state. Look at this final chart. Because the baseline is now flat and quiet, understanding a complex physics concept or solving a math problem delivers a massive, genuine rush. This newly optimized baseline is fragile. A single 3-hour digital binge can destroy days of progress. So here is the challenge. Commit to just 5 days of this protocol. Stop fighting your brain and start reprogramming it.